Hey guys, it's Phil Morrison, professional dating coach for men with social anxiety. Obviously it's shit weather at the moment, so look a bit ridiculous with the hood up. But I really wanted to talk about one of the main causes of social anxiety and the way to overcome this. So yeah, personally for me this was the cause of my anxiety, which lasted for many years and was pretty severe, I have to say. And it's when you endure a period of social isolation. And for me it was quite a number of years without any socializing whatsoever. And when you do this, you really close down that social part of your personality, and your confidence drops. You stop believing in yourself, and it often leads people to quite a dark place with depression and anxiety, and feeling really sad, and lots of low moods, and it's really not a good place to be in. And you might think, well, Phil, I do go out there, I go to college, university, and these different situations, but I still have social anxiety. And it's fully possible to be out there in social situations but to still isolate yourself, in the sense that you're closed off from the situation. You're not actually open to the situation. You're not being yourself, putting your personality out there. You're actually frozen in that situation. And that reminds me of that phrase where people say it's possible to feel lonely even when they're in a room full of people. Even when they're with their friends, they can feel lonely. And it's possible to be in a social situation physically, but mentally and emotionally actually be isolated. So the way to overcome social anxiety, which is caused by being afraid, which is basically a fear of putting yourself out there honestly. It's a fear of expressing your thoughts and your emotions. That's fundamentally what it is. The way to overcome it is through honesty, through being open, saying what you're actually thinking, allowing yourself to feel what you feel, and having really deep, open, honest conversations with people that are going to support you and they're going to encourage you. And when you start to be yourself, and you really put yourself out there from a really super honest place, you'll notice that it's a slow process, but you'll start to feel more confident, more connected to other people, and suddenly you won't be isolating yourself. You'll actually enjoy socializing. You won't go into social environments and come away feeling drained, exhausted, tired, like why did I put myself through this? You'll instead look forward to social situations and you'll come away feeling energized. It'll be a light situation, that's lots of fun, rather than a heavy situation that drags you down. So the problem is that the isolation makes you afraid of being yourself. You've not experienced being yourself and proved to your brain that you're safe in the recent past. So you're in shutdown mode. You're not open, you're not present. And because of that, often people think they have nothing to say. You know, when you get that really blank mind and you just, no words come out and there's nothing to say. There's that block on creativity as well. And it's really interesting also seeing this in one of my hobbies, which is improv comedy. And when I first went there, I was terrified. It was really scary, overwhelming. But as I got more and more experience in this situation, I realized that I never run out of things to say, and it's because I'm confident in this situation and I've faced those fears, and it just unlocks your creativity. And suddenly someone who is who might have had experience being the most shy and quiet person in social environments can be the most confident because they're opened up. they've broken that ice within themselves. They're not chained up. They're now free. And this is the key to becoming unstifled, being confident. And because when you're really open, your full personality is out there. Other people can really feel it, and it's amazing how great you'll be at connecting with people. It's just this was mind-blowing for me when I fully overcame my own social anxiety. And all this time, in the past I was trying to get girls through learning pickup and game. That was my I thought this is the answer to my problems. Then I started being really, really honest, facing my fears, got genuinely confident, and now it's simple to form connections with people. I really enjoy it. I feel more connected to myself than I used to feel in the past. So social isolation is really bad for you, especially if you're someone with social anxiety. You have to get out there into social situations. That's the first step. And you have to face your fears of actually being honest, expressing what's on your mind, not being afraid to say, do you know what, guys, I'm feeling really nervous right now in this conversation, but I'm happy that I'm here. Not being embarrassed about saying what you're actually thinking, what you're actually feeling. And when you do this, you really open up. That's when the true confidence actually follows, and you'll feel good about yourself, because how can you believe in yourself if you're not being yourself? If you're being someone else, you're basically living a lie. It's an insult to your identity. It's you saying to yourself that, oh, I'm not enough as I am, therefore I've got to play this character, I've got to be someone else. And lots of guys rationalize and make excuses, and they say, well, how can I get a girlfriend without being myself? How can I get confident without being honest? Trying to find a way to bypass the truth. And you have to put yourself out there as you are. So really facing your fears and being yourself is the way that you overcome social anxiety. And you have to keep on doing this. If you re-isolate yourself, the fears will start to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the confidence will go down. So yeah, my advice is get out there into the social groups, face your fears, be honest, and it's life-changing, to be honest with you. And of course you can find things that you're interested in, different hobbies, and socialize that way. You can also come to my free meetups in Birmingham. I'll put a comment in the description box, and meet people there, because that's a supportive environment. You're encouraged to be yourself. There's no pressure on you, and don't feel too intimidated, but I do encourage you to put yourself out there and be honest and grow in social confidence. Yeah, so I think there's nothing else to say on this topic for the time being. Have a great rest of your evening.